Target training is basic training that you can actually do any animal, not just a parrot, but we have parrots here, so we're going to work with parrots. Parrots do present special challenges in training because they are not domesticated the way cats and dogs are. They're essentially still wild animals. They're very, very in tune to what's going on around them. They're very, very in tune to things that we don't see and we don't necessarily hear. They see and hear things before we do, because in the wild, they spend about 60% of their time looking for food and 40% of their time trying to be food for other creatures. It's very important, I believe, and I think Nancy does too, to introduce training into your parrot's life, because it will build a bond between you and your parrot and help you be able to handle your parrot better than you would otherwise. Some people can't touch their parrots. Some people have rehomed parrots who have come from bad circumstances and they don't trust human beings anymore. And the target training is a way of rebuilding the bond and having the bird trust you. So even if you can't touch the bird, you can move the bird around its environment, so you can clean its cage, you can change its toys, you can change its food, and ultimately, hopefully, handle your bird, because they actually really do like that. It starts with a clicker, and preferably a hungry bird. I don't advocate not feeding a bird enough or starving a bird at all, but working with a hungry bird is preferable, because food will be the motivator and the attention keeper, so the bird will pay more attention to you. You see these? What do I have? All right, I got your attention. So what I will do is make this clicker a valuable training tool. The clicker just makes noise, but I have to attach something important to the clicker. And what that is a food treat. It can also be, in the case especially with the cockatoo, it could be an affection treat or attention, which they obviously crave so very much. You can click and then pay more attention to the bird.
And something, if I might just interject, he may start stealing all the attention because he wants it on him and not on you and the other bird. So he knows all kinds of ways of getting your attention. And this is Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Okay.
She's not going to pay attention to me now because she loves Steve. So what you would do would be you would click the clicker and treat the bird repeatedly. Click the clicker and treat the bird. That way the bird associates the clicking sound with automatically receiving a treat. Right, Baba? You okay? Good girl. So I would do that repeatedly to get the bird accustomed to the fact that every time the bird hears the clicking sound, it automatically receives a reward. Hello. So what you want to do then is introduce a command or a request. I don't really say command because they're our friends and they don't work for us. You introduce a request in between clicking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the bird to touch the stick. Let's say target. They're naturally curious, so they will normally approach the stick, touch the stick with their beak is what you're really looking for, and it doesn't take that much to get them to do it. Would you target, honey? Good bird. The second the bird touches the stick, I click the clicker and then treat the bird. After doing that a couple of times, the bird understands that what I'm looking for is that action, that target. And once it only takes a little while. Once you get the bird following the stick, if you have a bird that's in a cage that you need to change the food, right? But you can't because the bird's going to go after you. You target the bird over here. You give the bird a nice treat that it's going to enjoy, like a nut. It's going to take a while to eat. You change the food out. You can have the bird come off the stand. If the bird doesn't necessarily trust you or like you or want you to hold it, after a while, you can target the bird up your arm. It's a great way of building a bond and actually starting a language that allows you to communicate with the animal. I think I worked on wave with this bird. Can you wave? Can you wave? Wave. Wave. I just met this bird about 3 days ago, and I can't really handle this bird. So what I would probably try to do is work on a trick that doesn't involve me touching the bird. The bird is also extremely distracted right now because there's so much going on outside, but that's okay.
Also,
What?
new people are coming in.
Yeah.
And also, he likes Steve better than me, and Steve
Don't
has
stick your
showed up.
fingers in the cage. Can you spin? Spin. Spin. Good girl.